Ethics. It's a game changer in means where most of the people are not able to cross the line of 100. Why so? और इस context में why it is difficult to get 125 plus? If we talk about some of the candidates like Devansh, last year 333 rank, this year 228 rank. Last year he got 116, this year he got 125. Garima Zen, first attempt, rank 118, she got 128 marks. Why? Because जब हम toppers के answer देखते हैं, तो we are puzzled. Content is same. We have same keyword. We have used the same thinker, but why we are unable to get the marks? So this lecture is all about where we have to focus in the ethics and where by giving minimum effort we can fetch the more marks. Yes, I know ethics where things are intangible, where it is difficult to go, where this question is asking, that we will deal later on. But today we will deal where we have to focus. If we talk about the ethics, in ethics two parts are there. Theory part is there and then you have a case study part. Most of us focus on this part. This part has a weightage of 120 or 130. This 120, 130. Most of the time this case is 120 marks only. Here in theory part, after 2020, they are asking lengthy questions, but statements are lengthy, but questions are short. Here in theory part also, I can go more on one part is quotation, where every year 3 questions are there. We will deal in the next lecture how to deal the quotation part, and in other we will deal how to deal with the theory part. Because in case study, your ultimate testing of answer writing is there. Whatever content you have used, you have read, how to use that part, that is the testing of theory part. Other part which we are neglecting is the case study part. Because in case study we think that we can answer. You can answer, but marks will not be given based on your option or based on just you have written. Marks will be given based on your arguments, your reasoning, what type of arguments you are framing, how you are convincing. Based on that, in case study, marks will be given. Now in case study, there are approaches. Earlier, UPSC used to give the options. Nowadays, they are asking you to frame the option. And nowadays, after 2022, they are asking one pet question in every question, ethical dimensions. And here, the candidate are giving same type of wording in each and every answer, and because of that, he is unable to fetch the marks. And when dilemma is there, he is giving ethical consideration. When ethical consideration is there, he is going into the ethical dilemma part. And that's why marks are not there. So how to deal with that part? How to frame the argument? That is a big question. That is a big question. Problem we know, but how to get the solution? So in case study, to deal with the case study, because if we focus here, we can easily go on this part. Because case study is time taking. If we are getting 180 minutes, and for GS 1, 2, 3, we have made the rule. For 10 marker, we have to give 7 minutes. For 15 marker, we have to give 11 minutes. If we apply this rule here, that will not be applied. Because case study will take more time. And here in theory part, 13 questions are coming. 13 questions are coming. And you are unable to afford 13 into 7, 91 minutes for this part, and just 150 minutes for case study part. Because case study is taking 160 to 170, sorry. Case study is taking your 90 to 110 minutes. So equal weightage is problematic. So in theory, how to deal with theory, that we will discuss later, because here in theory you will get on average 5 minutes only. More time will be given into the case study, and here problem is how to frame your argument. Now to frame the argument, there are different approaches. And these approaches should be handy, because अगर approaches पता है, you can frame the argument, you can give same statement, same type of your answer with different kind of language, with different kind of conviction, and that will bring diversity in your answer. In case study, the various approaches are, first is your utility approach, and for the utility, the thinkers like your Bentham, Mill, these will be useful. The other approach is common good approach. In common good approach, thinkers like John Rawls, Rousseau, they will be important. And in common good approach, you have to find the common good, which is beneficial for whole of the society. And when that common good is there, why that is the common good? Why each and everyone should uphold that common good? If we can frame those kind of argument, marks will be given. Because in case study, when we are framing the option and when they are asking us to give merit and demerit, to critically analyze those options, we can't simply write this should be there, this should be there. We have to analyze, we have to give the argument. And to fetch more marks, to go into 125 plus arena, these approaches will be useful. Then right-based approach. And in right-based approach, your traditional thinkers like Plato, your new thinkers of 17th and 18th century, thinkers like your Hobbes, Locke, they will be useful. Right approach may not give the clue in each and every option, but it will help to frame the argument. The other approach is everybody approach, where if everybody starts doing the same thing, what will happen? Will it be impossible for me when I am doing that action? And if everybody will do, then will it be possible for me to do or to take that action? In that way, we analyze that situation, and that will give us argument. Because in case study, people are puzzled why they are not giving the marks. I am writing the same thing. They are writing the same thing. Same keywords. But here we are unable to distinguish the reasoning part. Because the reasoning is there, that will help us to fetch more marks. And for reasoning, just thinkers are not sufficient. We have to bring the thinkers in broad approaches. And through approach, we have to use those thinkers, those Western thinkers or Indian thinkers. Then marks will be given. Then other is your virtue approach. Other is your virtue approach. That is of Plato, where cardinal virtues are there. And each and every answer, most of the people are using just virtue approach only. And when similitude is there, they are not giving the marks. Yes, it is okay to use one in one question or two questions, not in each and every question. Then you have a justice approach, distributive justice, your retribution, where punishment is given. And in justice approach, you have a social justice also, where thinkers like John Rawls, thinkers like Amartya Sen and their capability approach, they will be useful. Then we have a choice approach. Are we giving the freedom to the people, or are we hiding some information? That's why people are unable to take the decision. That is your choice approach. And that will also help you to frame the argument. Then you have a religious approaches, Buddhism ethics, Christianity ethics of compassion, then Jainism ethics, Anekantvad, Shadvad, or their principles, then Confucius, then Saint Augustine, or what Quran says. Those argument, those approaches will be useful. That will help you to get more marks in ethics. In ethics, if we are in the direction of 125 plus, we have to focus on case study, which is a neglected arena. Because in case study we think we can answer, but problem is in generation of options, then selection of option, then why I am selecting the option, the argument, these are the problem. Then you have a care approach, where you have the qualities of compassion, you have a qualities of sympathy and empathy, then I can add more your Kant ethics, deontology. These approaches will help you to frame the argument and to have more marks in case study. If we want to go for 125 plus, the single focus we have to give to this part also, the case study. Yes, theory part is there. It can't be neglected because the theory part will be helpful here. But here we have to apply our concept. We have to learn how to make the argument. And in this argument, if one statement is there, how I can frame from common good approach, how can I frame from the justice approach, how can I frame from the right ways approach, how can I frame from the care approach, that we have to learn. Because if 6 to 7 case studies are there, then diversity should be there. That will help you to fetch the more marks.